Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of Tropical Hearts. Now, I've fought my way up. I didn't think you needed to see me just walking about. So let me just check what we have. We've got our party. They don't have any more level ups to do. We've got all the shite, but I don't think we need it. I don't know what spirit berries do. Recovered SP, a load of hardwood, a load of moonlight lily. But none of them actually do anything. Now, I just don't know what. I just think we're out of good shit to put it on characters. Oh, okay, skill of lightning. And, ooh, +3 to all abilities. Maybe we don't need that now that we got. Okay, I'll equip that and see what happens. Okay, let's go. Forward and finish it. Okay. Now, remember, I don't know what this creature is, or what it's weak against. I can't remember. This is gonna be our, like, testing. Is it weak to this move? It's not. And it resists the thing. Okay. Okay, bite strong. That's a strong bite on that. That's slowing us all down. Okay, that's fine. We will counter with a fortify. We're gonna tank up. Let us use fire on it. Weak to fire. Weak to fire, everybody. That means conversely, it's gonna be fine against water, or weak against resistant against water. What about wind? It's gonna miss, that's fine, that's okay. I didn't know it was that fast. Let us try Rampage. Okay, that's just neutral damage. Okay. So we're finding the things that work. We're finding the things that work here. Okay. We're finding the things that work. Now, it was weak to fire. Let's do that. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, you're dead. That's lesser heal all. Because what we can do is swap you out, Tyra. Now it's weak to water, so I mean it's probably resistant to water, so I'm gonna bring out Nilu. Jeez, okay. Can I maybe... Oh, miss! Okay, cool. Okay, I just think we lesser heal all. Genuinely. Okay. Alex, let's howl. We want to get our damage up here. And then maybe we can do a cacophony on it again. Maybe just attack. No, let's do a cacophony. No status effect on that. Okay, resist. Good, Nilu. Good. Oh, it's gonna heal itself. Okay, not for very much. That's alright. Oh, you fortify all. Well, let's pop that. Nice. Okay, Nilu. Good woman. I'm gonna do fire sparks. And it's ignited. Okay, cool. Cool. Let us... I'm just gonna attack and see if that does anything. Okay, that does more damage. And it's bleeding. Okay, cool. Let's do a light flood. And it's weak to light. Nice. Oh, it's done now. Oh, it's actually done now. It's burning, it's bleeding. Poison vapor doesn't... Oh, okay, that might be... Okay. Burn it, send it to the grave. Let's lesser heal all here. Keep Alex in the fight. And let's do a light flood. No, that would have been so good to finish it. Oh, okay. Poison Vapor, ignore it, it's fine. You'll live, Alex, you'll live. We're actually low on SP now. But it's fine, it's dead. We got defeat the mutant boss on Bliss Island. Nice, it says first victory, which makes me think there's going to be more things. But anyway, we got Mithril amulets, we got Mithril amulets. And we got Rhea level 12. Why is it just Rhea? We did it! We showed that ugly thing who's boss. I'm proud of you guys, you rock. Let's make absolutely sure it's dead. With these creatures, we can't tell anything, take anything for granted. God, I can't stand that miasma smell. Tyra saunters over the monster's corpse and gives it a casual nudge with her hoof. She's trying to look unaffected by the hideous thing lying on the cabin floor, but she's reeling from the battle like the rest of us. Looks dead to me. Now that we've cleared the cave, how about calling Dr. Yasmin? I'm sure she'd love to hear of her now. Smart thinking. I'll send her a message. As an update, Yasmin on our whereabouts. Roy carefully circles around the huge corpse. Guys, what if there's an egg in there? You know, if you want to ask Alex to burn it, I'm not stopping you. Already at it. Using the last of my remaining spiritual energy, I summon as much fire as I can. It makes absolutely sure that nothing remains of its grisly corpse. Roy conjures up a splash of water to douse the sizzling mutant. For a moment, the cave transforms into the grossest, foulest smelling steam cabin imaginable. That's just increased my mood by at least 120%. Thanks, Alex. Great, now it smells even worse. Yeah, burn mutant queen corpse isn't exactly my favourite smell either, although it would probably be sold in a nice looking designer bottle. Why wait for Yasmin? We could do some scouting while she's moving her fluffy butt over here. Nah, let's just wait for Yasmin, yeah. I heard someone call my name. Speak of the devil, I'm happy you arrived here so quickly. What's the huge bag you got there? This is just a safety measure. How are you doing? Is anyone severely injured? Mark can apply first aid if need be. Where is he? I thought he'd join you. For his own safety, Mark needed to remain away from the location. Miasma is so strong here it probably affect him. His natural immunity is on the low side, unfortunately, but he's standing guard at a safe distance in case we all need medical help. Which is impressive, seeing how much you've been fighting. What the hell is this? I've never even seen anything like it in my life. I guess as good as yours, Doc. Keeping a careful distance between her and the steaming corpse, Yasmin takes photographs of things and takes samples using tongs. Alright, let's see what else this cave is hiding. Carefully explore the winding tunnels that lead deeper into the mountains. The miasma grows stronger and stronger. After a while we end up in another cavern that's even larger than the previous one. Well, look at that. Holy smokes! Well, a lot of smoke. Miasma smoke to be precise. A jagged fissure runs straight through the center of the cave. A cloud of miasma ascends from the crack, drifting into the cave tunnels below. Along the fissure, humongous clusters of alien-looking plant life seems to be thriving off the miasma clouds. They look beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Some of them seem to be attracted to react to our presence, uncoiling their elegant roots and tentacles and other appendages that I'd rather not examine too closely. I could swear they know we're here. The island keeps getting better and better. The plant life here, not the evil creatures. Before Tyra or me can grab her hood, Nilu dashes off towards glistening otherworldly fauna. Nilu, get back here at once. Already on it. Don't you dare watch me. Tyra grabs Nilu, hoists her over the shoulder, and groups us behind. Let me go on it. Look at the plants from a distance. No touching, I promise. Ignoring Nilu's squeals, Yasmin collects a larger plant pod in a hermetically sealed plant bag. You sure you want to bring that thing back? Don't worry, the bag is nearly impenetrable fabric. This pod won't harm anyone. Always interested to dissect one of these, but I think we better make sure the rest of the things don't grow more rampant. Yasmin opens a large sinister looking bag she brought along with her and takes out a flamethrower, which is like it's the most normal thing in the world. What the fuck, Doc? How'd you get your hands on that thing? Is it that even legal? Actually, it's not illegal. Let's just keep it to that. You can own a flamethrower. They're not recognized weapons by law. In our beautiful country, any civilian can own a flamethrower, baby. Freedom, liberty, and all that, and eagles, let's not forget those. Oh, so set in America? I didn't know that. Careful now, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Yasmin and I proceed to burn the ever-living hell at the alien groves. Some even retreat their branches. Through the roar of the flames, I can hear Neely screaming something about going too far. But after the hoggle hisses and shrieks emerge from the pods and plants, she goes quiet. They sound so terrifying that even Neely agrees they need to go. Good. Practice each voice, summon a wave of water to extinguish everything. Right, I'll use my wind skills to clear the air, right? With all that miasma, smoke and steam, it's getting a bit hard to see any in here. Perfect. Rhea and Roy, and you too, of course, Alex. I can see your fire affinities have only grown stronger. You burnt no spots to Chris. I'm not so sure, Doc. The crack in the earth just keeps spewing more miasma into the air. We need to do something about that. What do you take me for? I came prepared. Yasmin puts the flamethrower back in her bag, unzips the segment at the top, and reveals a stash of explosives. You know, Doc, I'm not even surprised at all. Alright, everybody, let's get out of here. Don't worry, these explosives don't need old-fashioned fire. I can make them go boom with this neat app. Okay, if you ever need lose Ellen's favour, I bet there's plenty of organisations that would love that. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Okay. Just name your app Bun Boom or E-Rabinator and watch the early adopters. Okay. Watch people blow up offices. Do it yourself. No comment. After Yasmin has strategically placed the explosives around and inside the castle, we make our way out of the cave and boom. Good to see you're all safe as well. Yes, that's pretty. That thing's been pretty smoothly. Yasmin lets her app handle the rest. For a short minute, everything is deadly quiet, then a thunderous explosion. Good work, Doc. High five. Good group hug. I'm so relieved we survived, and we even closed my asthma outbreak. Tyra, can you put me down? I can and I will, so I had too much fun carrying over there. Alright, everybody, let's go home. Okay. Brilliant snacks. Yeah, absolutely. I'm floored, but your spiritual skills have evolved. Right, exhaust beside to reset course for Paradise Island. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Expedition in 5 days, boys. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're back to normalcy, sort of. Alright. Okay. Next cocktails. I don't think we need cocktails at the moment. We need I think we need like more ore. Yeah. A new more day dash morning. Okay. Well, we do the thing with Leah, which was the surprise. Yes. So I'm just gonna fast forward this because we already know all about this. Can we auto this? Auto fast forward. Okay, cool. That's pretty fast. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah. So we got to we went through all this last time. Remember we were in that failure state where we couldn't actually win. Yeah. So, and then that's, yeah, it bugged out there where the broken case statement happened. Now, I remember we picked originally that, and she got pissed off, and then we've got remember the wise words of the sorrow, or say nothing. So I take it say nothing's 2 points. Maybe it's 3 points. Oh, say nothing. It's hard to keep my mouth shut, but I don't want to spoil it for her. After puzzling over the constellations, they lets out a little squeak. I got it, like Laura said, I need to look up and down. Holding her ground. Guess that's it. Okay, right, okay. Yeah, okay, right, fine. Okay, cool. So yeah, anyway, so da. It's the same shit again, so we're just skipping it. Ooh. No. Okay. I just received a message from Miasma. Good afternoon, Alex. Just want to let you know that Alan will be expecting you at 2 p.m. sharp today to hear your report on the expeditions at this island. Mark and I will be present, of course. See you there. After we've had lunch, we go to the Hotel Tropicana and take the elevator to Alan's office. Welcome everybody, please take a seat. Can I offer you anything to drink? Thank you, Mark. We just had lunch. Smartworks is magic. Ellen's high-end Italian espresso machine. Yasmin comes in, stumbling into her office. She looks like she pulled another all-nighter. Fashionably late as always. Dr. Carter. My apologies, Ellen. Last night, after the expedition, I just too excited to sleep. Believe me, our brave explorers have a lot to report. You can say that again? As I recount our discoveries on this island, try to include as many details as I can. At first, Ellen looks at me incredulously, but then she realizes I'm dead serious. She's intrigued. She wants to learn everything to know about the strange life forms. Okay, excellent. Thank you for your efforts, everybody. I'm quite pleased to see you all making your missions very seriously, despite the risk you have to face. I never expected the wildlife will be running amok on such a scale. You should have seen those things. I took pictures from some of the battles. You want me to send them to? Yes. I presume that you took those safe. Yeah. Don't worry. I made sure to keep a safe distance. Hyr's perfect muscles were just fabulous, especially when we were battling. And don't get me started on Alex's sexy poses. And this shot's amazing. Roy looks really hot when he's handling a spear. I pretend I didn't hear that. I also got this really cute one of Rhea unleashing her screech. Let me just... Where's my phone? Nilo, I mean, you should have been there. Her screech is strong enough to shatter glass. Nilo, can you please delete those pictures? Alright, Nilo, I think we're enough. Just send the Ellen the monster pics and nothing else, will you? Thank you for your hard work, Nilo. I'm going to be needing photographs of the features, nothing else. About those creatures, I've been up all night thinking about the implications of what they mean. Believe me, mutations of this magnitude cannot be caused by miasma alone. This is unless the end has been affected by miasma outbreaks for millennia. Or if there were a much stronger source of miasma on the island, but there isn't, not as far as we know. What about the huge crack? Those pretty massive, yeah. True, but miasma wasn't stronger than usual. It couldn't have caused such widely mutated hybrids and apparent plant life. There's more to this island than meets the eye. It was especially worrisome to see how strong and calculating the mutant behavior was. Yes, I'm convinced that this area, among a few others, needs to be explored in more detail. Absolutely. Now that you've managed to seal the source of the miasma in the mountains, I can send a specialized personnel to be in excavations. Once again, I want to thank you all for your hard work. Mark, you mentioned that Alex and co also managed to collect a sizable variety of herbs. They did, I couldn't be more pleased. I studied many of them during my time at this island when I was serving cocktails and snacking. Sorry, beloved doctor. And yeah, my gratitude for that. You certainly made waiting around camp more enjoyable. Thank you, dear. Oh! Are they together, maybe? Well, just like Yasmin, I also stayed up last night to do my research. Alex and his lovely friends have supplied me with many new ingredients. Very fascinating. I believe many of these herbs act as miasma filters, thus clearing the air around them. They don't need much to thrive. All the while, they benefit from the miasma's spiritual powers and slowly store these into themselves. I reckon that's how herbs and fruit acquire their specific properties. Many of these properties could have strong medicinal purposes. In time, they can very well be the essential ingredients to new types of cocktails. Tonight, I will continue my research on the specimens. If it were my choice, I'd start right away, but lounge duty calls. So unless my services are required, I'll be seeing myself out. Thank you for relaying. You'd think that she would want Mark on research the entire time. Anyway, I'm sure that soon there will be quite a few interesting new cocktails on the special menu. You're free to leave. Take care, everyone. You most definitely will. Alright, what planning your operations require calculated planning. But now you're free to spend your time. You've delivered excellent result. And remember, please arrange a new expedition to Ember Island in about a week. Right, we're all in. Okay. Anyway, I've fused 9 lives. Yeah, more islands. Yep, absolutely. So we agreed. What about you, Alex? Yep, can't wait. Monsters no groups, so sign me up. Right. Okay, I don't even know what we need to get anymore. Mine some ore. Why not? Dr. Yasmin has invited her to her lab for a meeting. Curious, we got around to guesstimate for her to begin. Greetings, everyone. As I'm sure you already guessed, this meeting concerns your next expedition. I'm happy to say that I've discovered a suitable island for you to explore. Amber Island is suffering from miasma contamination, but it's also full of valuable resources, so once again it's important that you detect the source of the miasma and gather as many resources as you can. As always, your safety comes first. Whoa! We'll be keeping that in mind. I'm sure you're itching to get your hands on more materials to analyze. Absolutely. I've ordered extra strong espresso beans. Amazing. Miasma. These are all new outfits, aren't they? Make sure you catch some sleep. Don't worry. I'm working on extra strong supplements that will compensate. That sounds like avoiding the problem. Well, once we're on Amber Island, I'll be catching plenty of sunlight when I wait for you all to return. Of course, I still need to finish 50 mains of Grey. It's surprisingly hard to get through. Mark's cocktails help a lot though. Why torture yourself with a bad novel if there's so many good spicy books out there? I can text you some recommendations, much appreciated, but no need. Once I've set my mind to something, I want to finish it. If I don't read that first novel, I'll start haunting. To be fair, it already is. Because of how bad it is, you said it. Anyway, let's get back to serious matters. Ember Islands has much more to offer. Loads of miasma that nobody asked for. Oh, do tell us more, Doc. I've detected the presence of several ruins. Well, you're one of your tasks would be to inspect these ruins and gather everybody useful data. Hopefully these ancient sites will provide us with data about the miasma's origins and way to counter it. After it appears that it's been around a long time. That sounds intriguing. Yeah, we'll keep our eye out. Given that miasma is only getting stronger, apparently, whoever used to Amber Island. Well, I'm sorry, I'm having a mini stroke here. Well, given that the miasma is only getting stronger, apparently whoever used to live on Amber Island bit the dust in the end. Yeah, that's pretty worrisome, but I agree that Yasmin and Roy, they might have some vital information. Right. Either way, it would be cool as heck to explore them. Why did I leave my Tomb Reindeer cosplay at home? We're really stretching it with Tomb Reindeer. But anyway, wait, you're what? Did I miss something? Shh, it's a secret. If you return to me lots of juicy data, I'll personally buy you all the latest, hottest cosplay items. One more interesting fact, I only recently uncovered in a previous expedition. Sadly, they never made it back, so keep your eyes open for any traces of them. Wait, so I missed that. So a previous expedition? One more thing. Previous expedition was looking at the Southern ruins, sadly, so keep an eye out for any traces of equipment, campsites. Oh, mortal remains. They got wiped out. I can't say for sure, but we've never re-established contact with them. They were professionals, so I cannot help but hope they might be alive. But give it our all to find them, Doctor. No more playing around. Yes, we need to focus more than ever. I like your fighting spirit, Yasmin. I beg you, no reckless behavior. We'll do our best, Doc. Right, Dolores will take us there on Earth in the Affinity. We'll mark accompany us, most certainly. Right, okay, right. It's the same setup, new area. Right, save. I'm saving all this because I don't want to have to read all that again. Right. Right, can we upgrade weapons? What do we actually need to get? We've got fire gems. We need a whole load of shit for that. We need a whole load of shit for that. We need a load of ore. Adamantine ore. We got 70,000 money. We can only buy like shitty shit. Okay. I'll buy a couple smoke bombs. This doesn't really help. The shop doesn't really help. Shall I chat with Rhea? Let me chat with Rhea, why not? I want to take Rhea to a nice little shopping spree in Paradise Town. She spent a sizable chunk of her time leisurely reading a novel and tires to Beach Cabin. I've deliberately left her alone so she can charge up her social batteries. When she gets up from her reading to fix herself an obvious moving kitchen, I seize the moment. Evening, Rhea, how's the book? So far it's quite a satisfying read. Marcus, some pretty spot on book tips. Yeah, the novel's name is The Annihilator. That sounds pretty hardcore. It's a strange book for sure. To be fair, Mark warned me. The second part of the trilogy is supposed to be very different in tone, and the third one is more surreal and moodiness again. I told him I'd love to try something different for a change, so I was kind of asking for it. I've only read a few chapters, so we'll see how it goes. Was there something you wanted to talk about? Not in particular, just wondered if you'd want to join me for shopping. How's your IEP? I'm sorry, your introversion energy points. Have you recovered enough of them to deal with the mindless throngs of evil tourists at Swarm Street Paradise Town? Ah, those. How nice of you to remember that. I think I'll be just fine compared to facing a whole array of mutants and monsters on this island. I should be able to handle a few terrorists. Absolutely happy to hear you're feeling more confident about after our expedition, and you should. You really held your own. It's nothing. Happy to help. Even if I decide to bid my medical ambitions farewell, at least I have those healing skills. I've been wondering if I could apply to the real world. The real world? Are we in a simulation right now? I don't hope so, but to me, this island feels so removed from our daily lives that going back home will be entering another dimension, a dimension without magic or healing spells. Mark and Miasma made it clear that they expect us to discreet about our magical powers, but that means I can't put them to good use. That's pretty sad. At least potential. Now that you mention it, yes, it kind of is. I haven't thought about it yet. In due time, I will talk to Yasmin and work again. Maybe I can convince them to let me use my powers without telling anybody about them. That would be pretty neat. I'm sorry I'm rambling again. You want to go shopping? Yeah, let's do that. Then let's go. When we arrive in Town Square, the streets and shops look pretty quiet indeed. Before I know, Ria has spotted a shop that piques her interest. Ah yes, Trixie's Trinkets. Remember how Tyra kept looking at those really corny souvenirs in the window, but thought they were too cheesy even for her? Yeah, didn't she say she refused to spend money on something so trivial? And she's bought some of those trinkets earlier, true, but I know she secretly wanted more cheesy fridge magnets and that miniature of the Town Square bird statue. Probably so she can burn it in the backyard. Could that be the reason she wanted it? Nah, Tyra's too down to earth for stuff like that. She probably genuinely thinks it's beautiful in its corny way. Ria practically drags me into the shop. Without batting an eye, she whips out a $100 bill to purchase the overpriced knickknacks for Tyra. That will be all. Keep the change and good evening, sir. Alright, Alex. That's the first item I can cross off my list. Now for a voice gift. I think I know where to look. Let me guess, the surf shop. Actually, no. I don't think he needs anything from that shop. He already found a nice board at Flavian's store, remember? Good point. Let's go to the arcade. They're selling these old school video game figurines. Roy just keeps staring at that figure of the horse the whole time. The ripped Metal Deer Solid lady? Yes, I know he adores her. He keeps telling me about how great the early Metal Gear Solid games are. The Metal Gear Solid games kinda makes me wish I played them as a teen. And Tyra has a thing for Navy from Soul Calipher. Oh. Okay. And remember how Neil mentioned she used to play Cattle Mania as a kid? I'm pretty sure that's a sexy server cloud figurine would make her very happy. Holy smokes, where were you watching us all the time? I only remember eating amazing street food and arguing about Tyra over the societal benefits of universal healthcare, you know, the usual. Is it making you uncomfortable? What do you mean? I don't know, yesterday you told me to stop taking mental notes all the time. When I met Tyra way back when, she basically said the same. She told me I shouldn't keep tabs on my own friends. I don't know what's wrong with that. I just want to make sure I know what's going on. I don't want to miss people any cues, you know. I'm not good at this whole reading people thing. Actually, I think you are. No need to be so modest. And if you miss some cues or info, so what? It's not like we need, You, Tyra, and Roy just seem to share this really strong bond. It makes me a little jealous sometimes. Wish I met you guys back at elementary school. It sure would have made me feel less lonely, and Neely would have been really fun to hang out with too. Just because we met us later doesn't mean you're any less a close friend. You don't have to prove your worth, you know? You already did. Maybe all Neela and Tyra are really trying to say is that you're overthinking things too much. I love to, seriously I do. I just want to sit back and not think. I don't know why that's so hard for me. But since we set foot in Paradise Island, it's gotten a bit easier for me to relax and just see what happens. It's hard to explain. I know what you mean. It feels like we're in another world. It kind of makes me dread the moment we board the plane. Yeah, okay, you too? I'm not the only one. No, part of me misses Oakshores, my mom, college, and all that. I have a lot of good memories there, but I also just want to stay here forever. Just listen to us. We're already worried about leaving. Let's not do that, alright? Let's yes. Fair point. Maybe we'll go S. I'm tired of Roy and Neely items. What about you? I was actually planning to buy you a gift, but seems you beat me to it. I saw you look at those rings at this Swankovski shop, but I don't think I can afford any of those. Who says you have to? I don't need any rings. You sure? Alex, you don't have to buy me a diamond ring. I have several of those lying in a room back at Morrison Mansion. and I couldn't care less about them. Alright, if you say so, but I still want to buy you something nice. Listen, I just want to have a good time with you. You don't have to spend any money on me and make me feel special. You know it's the little things, like how you plan to come to town during dinner time when it's less crowded and I'd be less overwhelmed. Or how you calmed me down at the beach and then showed me that beautiful quiet bay the other day. I see that and I appreciate it, and that's what I value about you. You treat me like a person instead of a nervous wreck. Rhea, you're not even close to being a nervous wreck. You're one of the most calm people I know. Hey, the outside doesn't always correspond to the inside. I want to get better at dealing with crowds, and I feel like you understand me most of the time. Anyway, we came to town for a reason. Let's go back to business. What sort of business? Your gift, of course. I want to surprise you, so you have to let me out of your sights for a little while. This won't be a one-sided transaction. I'm going on the hunt as well. Surely somewhere out there there's a perfect gift for you. Let's meet back in an hour. Right, okay. Alright, it's time we're going to nail this. To be honest, even expenses like that may be part of the deal with Ellen, but I'm not going to take chances. I don't want to pay for gifts. Let's see, what? Something that would make Rhea happy. So, we know that, this is not what she wants. We know that this is pretty basic. I think it's the sexy figure of Chris Catfield, because if you remember back when we played the Resident Evil games, she said that the Chris Catfield was sexy. What's something that Rhea doesn't already have? She's got more jewelry than a cat can wear. She's plenty of pretty clothes and beautiful stuff at home. What would be fun is a bold, completely unexpected souvenir that would throw. Yeah, I know Ty and Roy like all those touristy gimmicks. I don't want to buy cheesy stuff like that. It doesn't suit her unless it's so cheesy, so wrong, and yet so right that it'll either be completely hit or go into our friendship history as the worst gift choice ever made. Heck of it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy Rhea the sexy Chris Catfield with a new termination, buy the figure and have it wrapped. I'm pretty sure it's a legal knockoff unless Catcom really suddenly approve of Resident Evil dude striking this disarmingly sexy pose while being topless. Pretty weird if you think about it. Maybe one day we can all regard our game heroes in equally revealing outfits. Anyway, time to get back to the beach. I feel like the author. Anyway, thanks Hun. I've got a gift for you. Hope you like it. I hand her the gift. Slowly and methodically removes the gift wrap. A pole dancing shirtless Chris Catfield stares at her in all his plastic bootleg splendor. What? That wasn't the right answer? Well, it's not going to be like a gem. It's not going to be the necklace. Why would he buy a necklace? Why would he buy the stupid basic thing? No, what the fuck? No, that should be like 3 points. Well, he's certainly special and pretty nicely sculpted actually. His muscles are pretty anatomical. I mean, he's a nice reference for muscle groups, so it's like new medicine studies. Are you very politely saying that the gift sucks? That's not a problem. I just, I don't really know what to do with him. I can't put him on display anyway. He'll ruin the mood in my room. Oh, she's really distracting while I try to focus on my assignments. She finds the figure with a puzzled, almost pained look. I have to admit that I find the situation pretty hilarious, but I keep my poker face on. I mean, this is stupid. That is the worst. I don't understand. She might be autistic. Rhea might actually be autistic. In that she doesn't understand funny. Maybe we were supposed to pick up on that she doesn't actually understand what she needs or whatever. How do I feel threatened by a bit of PVC? I might not have a twin physique. I've got plenty of good things to offer. Yeah, if you can't put them to use, just say so, I can take it. I just thought it'd be funny. Yes, that's true. Maybe I can hide him somewhere until I moved out of Morrison Mansion. Once I got my own place, I'm going to put him at the entrance hall. You know what? That sounds like a solid plan. Alright, why don't you unwrap your gift? Please don't feel bad about it. I mean, well, you apologise for your gift. I just hope you don't find it Now I'm curious. Quickly, it's a peach watch. What the? Rhea, this thing costs a fortune. I don't want a peach watch bit. I just want you. I just want you to be, you know. Don't. I know, it's just, I really want you to have one, Alex. Why? It's a nifty gadget, but I'm not exactly a target audience. Yes, you are. You want to know why? Sorry, I got a little annoyed for there. My apologies. Alex, the reason why I bought this particular model is because if something happens to you, this watch will alert your mom. And even the police if need be. It's got several safety precautions. If you crash, it will send your location to the authorities. If you're in trouble, it can let out an alarm reaching 86 decibels. That's impressive. I know you never tell me the whole truth, but you love taking stupid risks. You love going out by yourself and just do whatever you want. And I can't stop you, even if I could, it's not my place. But, very least that you can do is take some precautions. Rhea, this is really sweet of you. But it's still a very costly gift, don't worry about it. I was able to set some money aside. Besides, we all save a ton of money by having all my expenses paid by Miss Gregory, and your safety is worth it. In due time, I want Roy and Tyra and Neely to have one, but you were on top of my list. Obvious reasons. Why? Because you're the most impulsive member of our clique. Roy's cautious, Neelu is all over the place, that's true, but she's not as a risk taker. Although she's next on my list, and Tyra can probably take home care of herself, but I'm not taking any chances. But, do you have one? I only do when I'm out by myself. Here on the island, I don't really feel the need. We're all keeping in touch anyway. At the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure you're safe. Thank you, Riel. Wear it with pride. Maybe I'll even remind me to be a little less reckless when I look at it. That would be great effect. Okay. Right, well, there you go. I'm gonna save here. I think we made the right decision with the Peach Watch. I'm not gonna lie. I think why would you not want a Peach, like the sexy Chris, the sexy Chris, whatever. Because she wasn't good. She explicitly said she didn't want a jewelry. She's got rings, and I think she wears a necklace, or she has necklaces. I think all three of those, maybe all three of those were like 1 point bad options. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to continue this in the next episode. Alright, bye.